Provide. All you need to do is to provide as a husband. As long as you can pay the bills, you are doing well as a husband. All you need to do is to have money. As a man, just have money and you are going to be a good husband. That's a lie they tell a lot of men, and that's what is affecting a lot of marriages today. Many men think that all they need to do is to provide. As long as I'm providing, I don't need to do any other thing. I don't need to do anything in the house. All I just need to do is to give money, and that's all. And it's a very, very wrong mindset. If you have this wrong mindset, I can tell you for free that your wife is a dissatisfied woman. Your wife is an unhappy woman. And if you're extending the same principle to your children, you are going to have children who are emotionally starved. And you are most likely an emotionally unavailable father. Money is good. Money is very, very important in marriage. However, money is not enough. If all you have is money, and all you have to offer your wife and your children is money, then you are very poor, and you are a very poor husband. You see, a lot of marriages suffer when the woman becomes financially empowered. Because at the beginning of the marriage, the woman is financially dependent on the man. And that's what makes the man very relevant. Then as the woman, grows financially and in her career, in her business starts doing well, then she no longer needs the man. She can buy anything she wants to buy for herself. She can pay the bills. She's empowered enough to do things for herself. That's when the man now realizes that he actually is useless. And most men are very, very useless. The only thing they are useful for is money. Your only usefulness is money. Outside money, you are very useless. You see some marriages in Nigeria, they are doing, or in Africa, they are doing well in Africa because the woman is dependent on the man. The man is the one providing financially, so the woman has no choice. The woman accepts all the bad behavior of the husband because that's the only way she can survive. Now they relocate to the UK or to the US or Australia, Canada. And that is a more advanced society where the woman has probably better career opportunities and the woman starts earning maybe equally as the man or even more than the man. That's when the problem starts. The woman is working too. The woman is making more money too. In the new country, they begin to have serious conflict. And most times these marriages end up breaking. The men feeling useless, feeling used. You were not used. It's because you didn't develop yourself. You didn't play your role well as a husband. So as a husband, it is true that your primary role is to provide in your marriage. However, you are meant to provide more than just money. There are other things you're meant to provide, and you must not neglect these other provision points, right? Now, I'm going to list in this video the things you're meant to provide. I will list other things you're meant to provide because most men don't know. Most men don't know that you are meant to provide other things outside money. And I'm going to share with you the other things you need to provide. If you've not subscribed to this channel, click on the subscribe button below, like and share this video to your friends. If you're a wife watching this, make sure you share this video with your husband. Number one, you're meant to provide emotional security. If all you are doing in your marriage is to provide money, pay bills, and you are not providing emotional security, you are going to have a very dissatisfied and an unhappy wife. It doesn't matter what you are providing. Your wife needs to feel safe. A major need for your wife is safety. And she wants to feel safe. Providing emotional security is you making your wife feel safe. And it differs from woman to woman. What makes Lady A safe may not make Lady A feel safe. It differs from woman to woman. And that's why you need to sit with your wife and ask her, how can I make you feel safe? Or what makes you feel safe? What threatens your emotional safety? Have that conversation with your wife to know what will make her feel safe. And make sure you are doing those things that make her feel safe. Now, on a general note, one of the things you can do to make your wife feel safe is to make up your mind that you will not do anything to hurt her emotionally. You will not do anything intentionally to hurt her. Now, you definitely will make mistakes once in a while. You are human, but you will not intentionally hurt her. You will not intentionally do something or say something that will hurt your wife, that will bring emotional pain. That's one of the ways to make your wife feel safe. Number two is to always consider emotions. Before you do anything, before you say anything, pay attention. Ask yourself, how will my wife feel? If I say this thing to her, will this thing make her feel good? Will this thing hurt her? Even if you want to correct your wife, there are ways to go about it. Right? You can be constructive about your correction or about your feedback. When you consider your wife's feelings and she sees that you consider her feelings, right? She feels more safe with you. She can be vulnerable with you, right? Number three is that you allow your wife to be vulnerable with you. Be a shoulder she can cry on. Don't use her fault against her. Don't use her weakness against her. She tells you something about her past. Then when you are upset, you use that past to taunt her. You use it to abuse her. You use it to say hurtful words to her. She's not going to feel safe with you. She's not going to feel safe with you. All right? Don't use your woman's weaknesses against her. Don't use her vulnerability against her. Another thing you can do to make your wife feel safe is to use kind words. Always learn to use kind words to her. All right? And listen to her and use kind words. Be soft and gentle with your wife. Yes, you have to be firm as a man. However, you must blend that. You must be emotionally intelligent. Then you also learn to validate your wife's emotions. Don't discard her emotion when she's trying to express her feelings to you. Don't discard it. Don't, you are just always crying. No. Validate her emotions. Tell her emotions are valid, right? Listen to her and be soft, be considerate with her emotions. Provide spiritual security. As a man, you are the priest of your home. Most times, men want their wives to be the one going to church or going to their religious houses. You push your wife to be prayerful, but you are not prayerful. You are not providing spiritual leadership. When there's a problem, you can't pray. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about. You are not spiritually sound. You leave that responsibility to your wife because you feel you have, in quote, you have a praying mother. No, as a man, you are the spiritual leader of your marriage. And you need to assume that role. Right? You need to be prayerful. You need to if you're a Christian, you need to go to church. You have to call your family in the morning, pray, teach the word, right? That is very, very important. It's very, very, very important. If you are not providing spiritual leadership, you are going to see that gap. It's going to be clear, right? Women want to feel spiritually safe. When there's a problem, you should be able to stand up and pray. You should be able to declare into your wife's life. Bless your wife with your words. Provide spiritual guidance. That is your role as a husband. You're not providing spiritual leadership. All you do is money. Money cannot solve all problems. Right? It's important to enter into that office as the priest in your home. You need to provide physical security. Your wife needs to know that your physical strength is there to protect her. Not that when there's something physical about to happen around you, you are the one running away. But you need to just provide security. I'm not saying that you should know how to fight physically, you should learn how to be muscular or something. But you should know that the physical safety of your home is one of your primary responsibilities, right? So take, for example, you're about to sleep. You should be the man that should go lock the gate, lock the door, ensure everywhere is secure. right? There's a knock in the house. You shouldn't be the one running away. No, you should man up and go and face things, right? You should be there to physically protect your wife and your home. Right? The physical security of your home, your marriage, your wife is your responsibility. You might need to employ someone to maybe a gate man to ensure that, okay, things are secured or whatever you need to do. But when you're outside, you should know that the physical security of your wife is not that when your wife know that you don't care about her safety, you don't care about physical safety, there's a problem. That's the truth. Now, a threat to physical safety may not happen all the time, but you should have it at the back of your mind that your physical security of your wife and your home is your responsibility. You need to provide protection. You need to protect your wife when it involves your parents, your siblings, your friends. So there are times when, let's say, your mother does not like your wife, or your mother is angry with your wife. You should be able to stand up for your wife. You don't allow your parents talk disrespectfully to your wife, abuse your wife, and you are there, you can't do anything. You should be able to protect your wife. It's your role to protect her. So I don't know what to call that, but it's your role to I don't know what I call that family security. You are to defend your wife before your parents. You are to defend your wife before your siblings. When your wife is not present and somebody is speaking bad about your wife, you have to defend her. She needs to know that you have her back. That my husband has my back. You need to give her that security. She needs to feel safe. That before your parents, before your friends, before your siblings, you are going to protect her. You are going to stand for her. And you are not going to allow anybody to abuse her. A lot of men allow their parents to abuse their wife. Your parents can just come to your house. Your mother can come to your house and talk to your wife anyhow and disrespect her in your presence, and you will not do anything. You will even be supporting your mother. That's a sign of a weak husband. You are a weak husband. Protect your wife. Protect your wife. All right? The next one is you need to provide financial security. Now, this one, most men know this, right? The reason why your woman wants security, and one of the ways you can provide it is to provide financial. That's very important. And I'm not going to, bring down the importance of that, right? And financial security is that sometimes you may not have, but you show your responsibility that you are working towards it, right? You don't just leave your wife to go and struggle on her own. Yes, she might need to do that once in a while if you are not able to do it, but you are sure you are giving your best. You are making effort. You are hard working to ensure that your wife does not feel insecure in terms of finances. Rent is about to be due, and you didn't plan. You're supposed to plan as a husband. So one of the things I've learned about this issue of paying rent, you need to prepare. Don't wait until the last minute. You're not putting pressure on your wife. Is there we have money? No. Then sometimes you need to, in the sense of financial security, you have to manage your wife's money well. A lot of men mismanage their wife's money. Your wife has money, then you say tell her to bring everything, and you use the money anyhow. That's wrong. Right? Allow her, give her freedom with her money. Now, it's important she contributes to the home. It's important she supports you. But allow her make that decision. Don't threaten her to it. Don't force her or coerce her to it. Don't manipulate her or bully her to it. No. Give her freedom. And hopefully you married a good wife that is always there to support you too financially. Hopefully you do. All right? But it's important that you provide financial security. The last point I will make is that it's important for you to provide leadership, vibrant leadership in your home. If all you do is provide money, but there's no sense of direction in your marriage, then that will be a problem, right? You need to provide leadership. Leadership means you are meant to bring vision to your marriage, bring direction. This is where we are going to be in the next 5 years. This is what we are working towards. This is the direction we are going. Marriage is not an end in itself. It's a means to an end. Where are we going in this marriage? It has to be clear. What is the vision in this marriage? Right? And that thing about leadership is you need to lead by example. right? In terms of character, in terms of behavior, you have to lead by example, right? A leader knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way, right? Provide leadership in your home. Be present. Be emotionally present, all right? Another thing you should be providing is your presence. Be physically present. Be emotionally available in your home. So when you are thinking about providing, don't just think about money alone. Money is just one of it. It's not all of it. Money is not enough. And that's why you have rich men that are divorced. Rich men that have very unhappy wives, dissatisfied wives. Because financial need is just one of the human needs. There are other needs you need to meet. So develop yourself. If you don't know, if you're just hearing this for the first time, you can develop yourself. You can learn it. You can learn how to provide other things. Spiritual leadership, right? Emotional security, right? Protect your wife from family and friends, right? Protect her financially. Provide physical security for your wife. You have to make up your mind that you will never hit your wife physically. You will not be the one to hurt your wife. All right? So I really look forward to you applying this information you just learned. And I look forward to getting feedback from you. If you've not subscribed to this channel, click the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your family and friends. Until I see you in the next one, bye-bye.